Hello everybody, this is Sensei Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Escape from Monkey Island. The last time we started the game, after I spent far too long talking about how much trouble I had getting this game to run in the first place, we discovered that our wife Elaine has been declared dead and been tasked with stopping some ne'er-do-well from destroying our mansion. I've mostly schlepped around the island though and caught up with some old friends, and I'm currently standing outside the House of Voodoo, or International House of Mojo, rather.
Ouch. I hate to be that guy. No, I'm not into torturing complete strangers. Present company accepted, of course. Ah, the middle finger. The most communicative of fingers. As useful as a big finger would be while sailing in heavy traffic, I don't think I need it. Ah, the middle finger. The most communicative. This finger seems slightly different than the others. If I want to point at something, I'll use my own index finger. Yikes!
You pulled?
Hey, it's you!
Yes, it is I.
You seem to show up whenever I'm in trouble. Why?
Who can say? Perhaps it's because we share an unspoken magical bond. Perhaps the fates have intertwined our destinies.
Or maybe I've got an unbreakable 5-game deal with LucasArts.
In any event, I'm here to help. How can I assist you, Guybrush Threepwood? The cards have foretold that you seek direction.
How do I stop that weasel from hurling rocks at my house?
What goes up must come down. But what's more important is where it comes down.
Yeah, like on my house. How do I get to Lucre Island?
It's a fairly simple procedure. Get on your ship.
But I don't have a ship.
So find one. Must I draw you a map? Then assemble your crew.
A crew? Where am I gonna get a crew?
This is a pirate town. Even in these economically depressed times, you should be able to find a couple of competent sailors. Then sail to Lucre Island.
But I don't know where to find Lucre Island.
That's what navigators are for, Guybrush. I believe there's one in the scum bar.
Aha, so there is a scum bar.
I'm still not sure how to stop my house from getting destroyed.
Gravity is your friend. Use their own instruments against them.
Actually, I think I can figure out what to do next all by myself.
Very well. I sense that you wish to dabble in the dangerous voodoo arts. What did you have in mind?
Have you got any of those evil destroying voodoo dolls?
Sorry, we're fresh out. We're expecting a shipment from Dinky Island early next week, though.
How about one of those invisibility necklaces to help me sneak into women's locker rooms?
Those are nice, aren't they?
Yeah. Got any?
No, it's been a bad year for unspoiled eyeballs.
Do you have any plus 10 strength elixirs in stock?
Perhaps. What are your current stats?
I don't think I've got any.
Well then, what good would a strength elixir do?
I see your point. I could really use a potion that would make me immune to severe gas attacks.
You're telling me. Tragically, our shipment from Booty Island is also running late.
I'm in the market for an enchanted sword that hypnotizes my enemies into a deep stupor before I skewer them with it.
You don't need a sword to send your foes into a stupor, my child. Just be yourself.
Gee, thanks. Have you got any snacks? I'm starving.
I left my gum machine in Puerto Pollo. You might want to try the scum bar if you're really hungry.
Good bit of advice there.
On second thought, I probably shouldn't be shopping at a time like this.
True. My mystic eye sees precious time wasted in idle chit-chat. What would you like to know?
Didn't you relocate to the island of Puerto Pollo?
I did, but I sensed that I was needed here on Melee. Besides, the incessant clucking on Puerto Pollo was driving me mad.
Did you really move your thriving voodoo emporium back to Melee Island just to be near me?
Yes, but perhaps my voodoo senses were on the fritz.
Did you really move your thriving voodoo emporium back to Melee Island just to be near me?
Yes, but perhaps my voodoo senses were on the fritz.
Why is Melee Island so empty?
That is an excellent question, Guybrush.
I thought so. Well?
What?
Why is Melee Island so empty?
Oh, that. About a month ago, a mysterious overseas investor began buying up all of Melee Island from the local pirates. Those that wouldn't sell have been challenged to various forms of insult games. Insult sword fighting, insult golf, insult darts, insult arm wrestling. You get the idea. Strangely, this investor always wins. He's the best insulter the Tri-Island area has ever seen. Eventually, even the craftiest of Melee's pirates have been forced to sell after wagering their homes and businesses in ever-escalating rounds of insult gaming.
How awful. Why don't the pirates just refuse to play?
How many pirates do you know that can resist a duel?
Good point.
In any event, the few pirates remaining on Melee Island live in constant fear of being challenged by this foreign investor.
Do you know anything more about the mysterious foreign investor?
Only that he comes from a faraway exotic place called Sydney.
Sydney? That sounds like the name of a kid who gets beat up a lot in school. You've helped me so much over the years, and I still don't know your name.
My name is not important.
Oh, come on! What's your name?
Do not taunt the fates, Threepwood. The truth of my name will be revealed when the time is right, and no sooner.
Oh, come on! What's your name?
Do not taunt the fates, Threepwood. The truth of my name will be revealed when the time is right, and no sooner.
I'd like to talk about more important matters.
Like what?
I don't need any more of your enigmatic hoodoo right now.
As you wish, Guybrush. I'll be here later if you need me.
More of a win, isn't it?
Beatty. I don't think they're for sale. I don't think they're for sale. Sea slug pate. Sea slug pate. Sea slug pate. No thanks. I'll pass. No thanks. I'll pass. Monkey armpit juice? Essence of worm-ridden seagull. No thanks. I'll pass. Cream of frog. No thanks. I'll pass. Sold. Another sold sign.
Okay, here we go.
The Scum Bar. Haven for the rowdiest bunch of drunken scallywags you'll ever see. It's half full. Or perhaps it's half empty. The owner wouldn't be too happy if I took that. That's the skull of Hermie, the giant sea pig of Melee Island. His ribs tasted like pork, his shanks like salmon, and his giblets like yams. It's half full. Or perhaps it's... The owner wouldn't be too happy if I took that. That sword's in there pretty deep. Looks like I missed a mighty bar fight. I'm pretty sure I'm not the one true king. I'm pretty sure I'm not the one true king. It says, happy birthday. No, it's probably the only thing this poor guy has to his name. It's one of Melee's colorful, chemically dependent, seafaring scallywags. Hi there, fellow swashbuckler. What's the word on the street? Got any more juicy nuggets of info?
So tell me about Loom.
How would you like to join my crew on a dangerous piratey mission? We'll be searching the seven seas for sunken treasure. I'll take that as a no, then. What's that you're drinking? Say, mind if I have some of your pretzels? You sure I can't have any of your pretzels? You look like a busy man. I'll let you get back to your self-destructive binge drinking. I guess he doesn't want anyone taking his birthday pretzels. Well, this fish has seen better days. I'm not picking that up. Not even a life preserver will save what lies beyond that door.
Hey! Stay out of the kitchen, you sissified sea urchin!
Why don't people ever want me to go into the kitchen? Hi there, scruffy-looking pirate person. I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. What's your name?
Cheese. Ignatius Cheese.
How would you like to join my crew of mighty pirates, Mr. Cheese?
And what, pray tell, might I be finding myself doing if I joined this crew of mighty pirates?
You'd be traveling to Lucre Island with a crew of cretinous buccaneers to meet with my wife's lawyers.
Now that sounds like a worthy mission for a mighty pirate navigator like myself.
Really?
Aye. The seas around Lucre Island are very treacherous and can only be navigated by a skilled sailor. I'd love to face that challenge, but...
But what?
I can't.
Why not? Is your keister glued to that chair?
Well, yes, now that you mention it, it is. But that's not why I can't go, Mr. Wizened Pirate.
Well, then why?
Because if I leave my bar for too long, it'll be stolen out from under me.
You're the owner of the Scum Bar?
I, the one and only.
What makes you think that the Scum Bar is going to be stolen?
Well, it's like this. I've been fighting off a hostile takeover bid from an Australian land developer.
Come again?
You heard me. A greedy Australian is making a grab for my bar.
With guns and swords and cannons?
Worse, with insults, jibes, and mockeries. It's taken all of my insult arm wrestling skill to keep him at bay.
Gosh, if it weren't for the whole wife being declared dead thing, I'd say that was the strangest thing I'd heard all week. Wait a minute. Your name is I Cheese?
I?
Cheese?
I?
I'm sorry, but I just can't get over the absurdity of your name.
Well, if you say so, Mr. Threepwood.
I'll have you know that the Threepwood name has a long and noble history.
So does mine.
I'd like to hear about the long and noble history of the Cheese family.
Aye, it'd be my pleasure. Naturally, no discussion of my family would be complete without mentioning my great-great-grandfather, who single-handedly revolutionized the art of roadside carriage wheel repair.
Who was that?
Are you daft? Have you never heard of Jack Cheese?
I don't ride many carriages in my line of work. Sorry.
Oh, what the heck?
Tell me more about the family Cheese.
Well, there's my great-uncle.
What's he famous for?
He's a renowned holy man who remains steadfastly neutral in any conflict.
Let me guess. Swiss cheese?
Ah, so you've heard of him.
Tell me more about the family Cheese.
My brother is starting to make a name for himself.
Really? What does he do?
He sings depressing autobiographical songs.
Give me a second. Blue cheese.
You really know your cheeses.
Tell me more about the family Cheese.
My great-great-great-aunt was legendarily ugly.
How ugly was she?
Well, she was so ugly that men turned to stone at the sight of her.
Wait a minute, nope, I'm drawing a blank.
I can't say as I blame you. Not too many folks remember Gorgonzola cheese.
I think I've heard enough about your family.
That was cheesy. There's no way I can stand more.
Is there something I could do to convince you to navigate my ship to Lucre Island?
I'm open to persuasion. What do you have in mind?
I was kind of hoping that you'd cave in due to my incessant nagging.
Kid, I've been married for 30 years.
So?
So if there's one thing I'm immune to, it's incessant, high-pitched nagging.
Insult arm wrestling?
Aye. While you were away, the insult sword-fighting paradigm became attached to a host of other pirate pastimes.
Paradigm?
Well, nowadays you can't throw a dart or play a game of checkers without being expected to toss in a withering bon mot.
I think I tossed a bon mot in a food fight once.
My particular speciality is insult arm wrestling, which I use to defend my bar from hostile takeovers.
Tell me again about this thing you call insult arm wrestling.
I thought I'd made myself clear. It's just like insult sword fighting, but with arm wrestling.
Ah. Are you sure there's nothing I can do to convince you to navigate my ship to Lucre Island?
I'm open to persuasion. What do you have in mind?
If I beat you at insult arm wrestling, will you be my navigator?
That's an interesting proposition, Threepwood.
It is? I mean, of course it is.
How about this? If you beat me, I'll be your navigator.
Great.
But only if you teach me some new insults.
Agreed.
Well then, let's see what you've got.
Where'd that chair come from?
Today by myself, 12 people I've beaten.
I am rubber. You are glue.
Give up now or I'll crush you like a grape.
I would if it would stop your whining. Your knuckles are grind to a splintery paste.
I thought that the bean dip had a strange taste. Do I see quivers of agony dance on your lip?
It's laughter that's caused by your feathery grip. You're the ugliest creature I've ever seen in my life.
And yeah, these do have to rhyme as well.
I'm shocked that you've never gazed at your wife. I've out-wrestled octopi with these arms.
Oh, how appropriate. You fight like a cow.
You suck.
Can't you think of anything better? Hey, look over there.
Hey, look over there.
I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
Give up now or I'll crush you like a grape.
Didn't I do that one already?
I would if it would stop your whining. People consider my fists lethal weapons.
I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
Your arms are no bigger than fleas that I've met.
Oh, so that's why you're scratching. I'd go see a vet. Today, by myself, 12 people I've beaten.
From the size of your gut, I guess they were eaten. I've got muscles in places you've never even heard of.
Oh, it's too bad none of them are in your arms. Do I see quivers of agony dance on your lip?
It's laughter that's caused by your feathery grip. My forearms have been mistaken for tree trunks.
An over-the-counter defoliant could help with that problem. My 98-year-old grandmother has bigger arms than you.
I'm surprised you can count that high.
I've out-wrestled octopuses with these arms.
I'm sure that spineless creatures everywhere are humbled by your might. Only once have I met such a coward.
He must have taught you everything you know. People consider my fists lethal weapons.
Sadly, your breath should be equally reckoned. You're the ugliest creature I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, I think I'm winning.
Your knuckles all grind into a splintery paste.
Oh, how appropriate. You fight like a cow.
I won.
You did. Fair and square. Congratulations. You got yourself a navigator.
Oh, great. Now I just need to stop my ship from being, or my house from being destroyed, and get a ship so I can actually get there. But
the human body is a beautiful thing, most of the time. Ooh. Hail and hello, oh master of all things grog-like.
What can I do for you, Mr. Marley?
Threepwood.
Ah, right, sorry about that, Mr. Threepwood.
This place is quieter than a crypt full of mimes.
Isn't it a crying shame? It's been that way since that Australian blew into town.
Australian?
Aye, a scurrilous Australian land developer who's been using strong-arm tactics to buy up all the land on Mealy Island. Half of our regular clientele have been driven off island by the no-good scoundrel.
Wow. Do you know anything more about this Australian developer?
Not really. I'd surely love to give him a piece of my mind, though.
How'd you like to join a crew of courageous pirates on a dangerous quest?
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Great!
But I should really check with my boss first. Hey, boss!
What?
Can I have a few days off to join Mr. Threepwood here on a swashbuckling adventure?
Are you out of your grog-addled mind? No.
I guess I can't go. Damn.
You got any snacks?
I've got some pretzels.
Well, that seems harmless enough.
Yep. The Scumbar's famous kudu jerky pretzels.
Ooh. Got anything else?
Not really.
Okay, let's have some.
Sorry, can't give you any.
What? Why did you...
That drunk at the table over there, he has the last basket.
Can't you give them to me without a basket?
Sorry, it's Scumbar policy.
Grog me, barkeep.
Why, I'd be glad to. After you show me some ID.
What, don't I look like I'm 14?
Actually, you look like you're about 15. But we're carding anyone who looks under 23 just to be safe.
No, really, grog me.
No, really. ID.
ID? I don't got to show you no stinking ID.
You do if you want any grog.
No, really, grog me.
No, really. ID.
Since when do groggeries check for ID?
Since unscrupulous Australian developers started trying to get our grog license revoked.
No, really, grog me.
No, really. ID.
one more.
I, left it in my other pants.
Well, either you change your pants, or you don't get any grog.
But I like these pants.
Well then, no grog for you.
I've got troubles.
Like what?
The government is trying to blow up my house.
Well, that's a crying shame, Mr. Threepwood.
Yeah, if anyone's gonna blow up my house, it should be me. I haven't got a crew to take me to Lucre Island.
You know, there's probably a pirate or two hanging around that could be coaxed into joining your crew.
I need a ship to take me to Lucre Island.
You might want to try the Mealy Island Municipal Shipyards.
Does Stan still work there?
No. The whole place is run by the harbour mistress these days.
Harbor mistress?
Aye, she's very by the book. Although, she does have her tender side.
If her tender side is anything like the painting behind you, I don't want to see it. On second thought, I hate listening to myself whine.
You and me both, brother.
I've got to go.
Right, well, grog will do that.
Alright, fine, let's talk to the dart players.
Ahoy, mateys!
Buzz off, buzzard breath.
Yeah, can't you see we're busy here?
You're in a bar. You're playing darts. This is busy?
Listen, we're playing for the title of Grand Master Dart Champion of Mealy Island.
Yeah, and unless you're good enough to compete,
Which you aren't.
we'd advise that you take a long walk off a short pier.
Why are there so many holes in the wall around the dartboard?
Those are from other players.
Yeah, we never miss a shot.
Get out of here.
No, really. Pick a number. He'll hit it.
Land one right in the eye of that skull over the door.
Ha! That's easy.
Impressive. Why aren't you playing insult dart throwing?
The official Tri-Island Dart Throwing Semi-Professional League rulebook clearly states all dart competitions must be won by dart throwing skill, not by any other means such as bribery, insults, threats, or otherwise.
Who's winning?
Right now, we're in a dead tie.
Would you strapping young specimens like to join my pirate crew?
I would, but once I win the Melee Championship, I'm gonna have to go on tour to win the Tri-Island Dart Throwers Championship.
Actually, you will be able to join this crew since I will be winning the Melee Island Championship.
Says you, Swabby.
Nose me, cracker brain.
I'm a dart throwing maniac.
Really?
Back in grade school, they called me the Dart Master. Or something that rhymed with that anyway. So, can I join your game?
No.
I'll bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
I bet you can't hit that balloon over there.
Here goes nothing. Ah! Oops.
Wow, that's pretty good. Well, I guess I'll be shoving off now.
Are you still here?
Not for long.
Voodoo jerky pretzels. I guess he won't be needing these anymore. He's out cold.
Yeah, we'll go if he's out cold.
Voodoo jerky pretzels.
Alright, so now we have a snack.
It's a door that goes somewhere.
Guybrush, what are you doing here?
Looking for a bathroom?
Quit fooling around and stop that catapult.
Okay, apparently that's the town hall.
It's 3 o'clock.
Let's try 45, 7.3, minus 35.
Hey there. Here, I brought you some Voodoo jerky pretzels.
Really? Thanks. I really appreciate this.
You're welcome. You know, you could thank me by not chucking big old boulders at my house.
I could, but I won't. Now leave me alone for a minute while I eat these.
Oh, ungrateful.
That was good.
I wish I had some grog to wash that down with.
What are you doing over here? Beat it!
Touchy, jeez.
Fire! Hey, get away from there before I pop you one in the head, capiche? Good. Now stay over there, pencil neck.
Hey there.
Yeah. Just a sec.
Want some more Voodoo jerky pretzels?
Sure. Wow, remind me to thank you later.
Well, you could save time and thank me now by not knocking down my house with your massive balls of rock.
Sorry, kid. No can do. Now let me...
Oh, ungrateful.
Okay, now how do I get this thing off of my inventory? Okay, there we go.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
You totally messed up my catapult. What you trying to do to me? You're killing me over here. Well, guess I'm gonna have to start over at my calibration cactus over there. Get out of my way.
I hope this works.
There. It's recalibrated to the cactus. Let's try it. Fire! What the? Ah! Ha! I can't believe you did that. Do you have any idea what those things cost? They don't grow on trees, you know.
Guess what? I'm still dead.
But don't worry. I'll love you even after rigor mortis sets in.
We've been gone so long, they didn't think I was coming back. So those numbskulls at City Hall declared me dead at sea.
What about me? Did they say anything about me?
No. Then they decided to sell all my belongings and destroy the mansion.
That's terrible. Did they sell any of my stuff?
And the worst part is, they've ordered a new election for the office of governor.
Maybe I should run.
So far, there's only one candidate. And you know the old slogan, where there's only one candidate, there's only one
Choice.
Who are you?
The name, Mr. Threepwood, is Charles L. Charles. But you can call me the next governor of Melee Island.
You can't be the governor, I'm the governor. And it's a lifetime term.
Well, that's the rub, isn't it? You've been declared dead.
So I've heard. How did that happen?
Who can say? Perhaps if you'd spent a little more time governing, and less time gallivanting all over the Tri-Island area with your pet monkey, the good citizens of Melee wouldn't have come to the mistaken conclusion that you were pushing up the petunias.
Wait a second. Was I the pet monkey in that last sentence?
Okay, we get it. You're running for governor. But why destroy my mansion?
Oh, that. When you died, the mansion became the property of the state. As a favor to me, the future governor of Melee Island, the town elders contracted a demolition firm
That's me.
to destroy this outdated bourgeois symbol of the elitist piratocracy.
But why?
Because the days of pirate princesses ruling from secluded mansions are over, my friend.
They are?
Indeed they are, lad. If the Melee Island of tomorrow is to prosper, it must be governed by a man of the people. A man unafraid to mingle with the common folk. A man who won't hide in a mansion guarded by vicious piranha poodles.
A man like you?
Precisely.
He makes a lot of sense, Elaine. I never did like those poodles.
Guybrush!
Well, I've got hands to kiss and babies to shake. Ta!
Something fishy about that guy.
Really? I thought he smelled more like a rotting corpse.
I've got another plan.
With maybe a hint of oregano.
Guybrush!
Yes, dear?
I'm going back to City Hall to run against Charles.
Woohoo! How can I help?
Go to Lucre Island to talk to the family lawyers.
But why? I destroyed the catapult.
Yes, dearest, I know. But with that demolition order hanging over the mansion, another catapult could come at any moment. We need the kind of restraining order that only my family lawyers can provide.
But I want to come up with clever campaign slogans and do ops research.
Guybrush, love of my life, I'm a politician. Let me do what I do best. I'll let you do what you do best.
What's that?
Sailing around the Tri-Island area on seemingly pointless errands.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? Oh, what I meant to say was venturing into troubled waters on dangerous quests.
Well, okay then. That's more like it.
Okay. I'm off to start my campaign. Don't spend too much time on Lucre Island, dearest.
All right, and with that, we've accomplished our first major task. So we will go ahead and stop here. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment if you are so inclined. and we'll pick up from here next time. Take care until then.